Hi there. So it's the start of autumn, September. Love this time of year, it's just absolutely brilliant. What I'm going to do is make a nice big beef casserole and dumplings. So, made a little start already. Prep this veg. We've got mushrooms here, carrots, onion and some spring onion. Okay. I've also made some dumplings already. That's the best bit to do first, because that gets done and out the way and you put it in the fridge, right? So here we are. We've got these dumplings prepped. Now that's just 150 grams of self-raising flour, some suet and water, and you can put a bit of parsley in if you want. Pop those back in the fridge for now. Right? But yeah, that's, for those who aren't familiar with suet, it's this stuff. Vegetable suet here. And so yeah, you just mix that really with the self-raising flour. And as I say, water and a little bit of parsley. You make them into like a dough. You only add like about maybe 3 to 6 tablespoons of water. You just add the water really slow. Just so you can get them into that ball shape. Not too much, because it'll just, you know, be too wishy-washy. So it's better to start off when it's a bit dry. And then kind of knead them into the ball shape. Oh yeah, and you put a bit of salt in as well. About half a tablespoon of salt. So that's how you make those. And I'd do that first to get out of the way. Pop them in the fridge. The recipe was like, oh, make it while start the casserole and then make it. But I wouldn't, because you've got the two things going on at the same time. So I much prefer to make those first and get those in the fridge. Glad I've done it that way. So I'm just going to start chopping this veg. We'll start with the carrot. Not too big, not too small. I hope the onion doesn't make me cry. It always does. Always makes my eyes water like crazy. So yeah, this time of year is wonderful. I love the change in the weather. You know, I had a brilliant summer though. Loved that as well. But the change in the weather can be really nice. You just get that nice cosy warm nights in the house feeling, I bought a little pumpkin candle just to celebrate the start of the changing season. And this is also the time where I start my Christmas shopping. If I don't start my Christmas shopping in September, I will be going nuts at the last minute. And I can't go nuts at the last minute. So that's already started and getting organised. I feel quite ahead with that. So that's good. Right, there we go, there's carrot chopped. I've just put in one carrot in this. One onion, that chopped up, a few mushrooms and the spring onion. Get this veg prepped, and then we're going to start to get the beef. And I bought like a packet of chopped beef and price it. It was more than a fiver. I was like, oh! When I got to the checkout today, you know when you get a fright, you think, oh, it'll probably be about £60. It was £86. I was like, oh no. No. The fright I get when I get to the till, I always underestimate it. So yeah, just chopping up these onions. Now, I bought a bottle of red wine. And the way I'm going to make the sauce for it is the sort of gravy that it sits in is just regular gravy granules, just beef gravy granules. And I'm going to add some red wine as well. Now the cheaper alternative would be, you could add use the gravy granules to make the sauce that the casserole sits in, or use that, and then you could get one of these packets that's like you know, like for like sausage casserole and stuff, you get the little ready-made packets of seasonings, like, you know, with the sort of the herbs and spices in them. I actually was maybe going to get one of those as well, just to add a bit more flavour in, but I think this will be absolutely fine. So I don't know if the mushrooms will be washed when I wash them. Yeah, I think the red wine and the gravy, beef gravy granules will give it enough flavour with all that veg packed in as well. Oh, I was going to put garlic in, I almost forgot about the garlic. This isn't something I do often because it's pricey cooking this way. Lovely, but very pricey. No wonder I almost always eat ready meals, you know. I think 1 or 2 cloves of garlic. Yeah, I'll put another one in. It's good for keeping the cold away in the 2 cloves of garlic. Good for fighting off the cold in this weather is garlic, so they say. So we'll put 2 cloves of that in. So the nights are certainly drawing in fairly quickly. I'm just noticing it getting a lot darker, a lot earlier. But that's alright with me. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I love the coziness of it, you know. It's really going to be a long winter because, you know, I remember last year we just had absolutely no summer at all. It was like the weather was just awful. We didn't really have a good summer. This year, the summer has been amazing. I remember seeing the sun in April, like a sunny day. I was so excited. I was like, oh wow, look, there's the sun. Not seen that for like, I don't know, a year and a half or something. But really lucky with the weather this summer. It was great. Had loads of nice warm days. So yeah, that was good. But always this time of year is really nice. I love the run up to Christmas, you know. Getting the Christmas shopping organised, and then there's Halloween as well, you know, which is always great. I don't know if I'll do anything for that this year or not. I had a party a few years ago. Had a family one a few years before that actually, and then I had a party for my older son a couple of years back, which was good. Just chop up that garlic. Make sure you squash the garlic as well. Get us all the whatever it is, you know, starts to come out if you crush it right down. Okay. Right, so probably, oh, I need to chop the mushrooms. Actually, no, I don't. I'll leave those. Mushrooms don't take so long to cook. But I think all the rest of it, in fact, spring onions don't take that long either, but they're all kind of mixed up there, so I'll probably just chuck them in. Right, let's get some vegetable oil in the pan and start getting this heated up. So yeah, I won't give exact measurements for the weights of things and that, you know, you just, depends how many you're cooking it for. You just play it by ear, you know. Right, let's get the gas on. Look at this. Okay, sort of medium to low heat, I think. And here's our right, I have the beef here. So, fairly big packet of chopped beef. What kind is it? Just diced beef, that's what it says. That should be fine. I've also got this in the fridge, the I can't never say it. Worcester sauce. Worcester, I think it's called Worcester sauce, so that's what people call it. Worcester sauce. You know what I mean. I'll stick a bit of that in as well for flavour. And I've also got, can end up with like so many ingredients for these things, eh? What else have I got here? Oh, I have got mixed herbs. Forgot about those. Put some of those in. Where's the paprika? Because I like to put paprika in almost everything I make. Can't find it. Somewhere, I just went for a shop, so this cupboard's like well stacked. I don't know, I can't find it. Oh, I can't stop sneezing today. I think I found it hiding at the back there. Little paprika. Make sure that doesn't get too hot. So that's heating up quite fast already. Right, okay, so we've got our vegetable oil in there. So let's just get this let's get this beef in the pan. We'll get the onions in as well, and the onions and garlic. Okay, there we go. It's going to sizzle, I think. Ah! Oh, simmery! Well, that didn't take long to heat up, did it? Last time cooking with gas, it's so quick. Right, let's see, just going to break it up and get a nice coating on it so that coat it so it's nice and brown. And also we've got red, we want it just brown on the outsides. It's called sealing it. Now if you want to tip a bit of the fat off, sort of, you know, strain it out, you can do, but I don't know, I'm going to bother. It depends. If there's loads and loads I might, but there we go. Right, just a couple of minutes. Just leave it, just get that meat nice and browned first, I think. Oh, the other thing I forgot to do is we've got to peel those tatties with it. I'll peel a couple of tatties now. There we are. Should do. That one. And then keep stirring that beef, make sure it gets evenly coated. Yeah, there's quite a lot of fat coming off it. I don't know whether to just keep that in and let it go into the sauce, or to strain it off. I don't know. Make sure this is still here, it's still recording okay. So is there any big fans of Halloween out there? Because I absolutely love it. What are you going to do for a Halloween? Going to have a party? Going to carve a pumpkin? You know, when I was a kid, I used to go round the doors with my sister, and then sometimes like my friends as well. Used to go guys in, or trick or treat any, but originally it was called guys in. But you just didn't see so much nowadays. Although a few years back there was some kids round at the door. And I always make sure I've got like some money and some, you know, some spare change and some sweets for them, because it's really sweet. I used to do it when I was a kid. There we go, that's almost brown now. Right, okay. I'm not going to chop those mushrooms yet, I'll leave that for a minute. Oh, we need to get a kettle boiled to make the gravy for it. So yeah, as I say, this isn't something I'd make often. Just because of cost-wise, it is quite a pricey one, especially if you're doing it with red wine. The fresh beef's quite expensive, so... but it is lovely to have once in a while. There we go. Yeah, that's nice and browned off. Okay. Should I drain that fat off or not? Maybe drain a little bit off. Yeah. There's quite a lot there. that'll do. It's not all have to come out. Right. Okay, so, right, what I'm going to do now is put these onions in. Let's get these onions, carrots. Oh, board sticking to this kitchen. There's no room to swing a cat in this kitchen, like. It's just like totally stacked because I've just been shopping. Oh, right, onions, carrots, garlic, spring onions. Lots of wholesome veggies. Okay, I'm just going to give those a stir in. Yeah. Oops, carrots flying everywhere. So I am cooking up in a very non-train-spotting way, if anyone's seen that film. A very wholesome way. The best way to cook up is beef casserole. It was a brilliant film, wasn't it? I seen it in the Traverse Theatre, the play, before they made the film. It was just great. On stage it was really, really brilliant. And of course the film was good as well. But I was really glad I got to see the actual play before the film came out, you know. And a lot of people were reading the book back then as well. This was back when he first wrote it, so when Irving Welsh first wrote that, so yeah. So I am cooking up, but not like they did in Trainspotting. Let's add some Italian herbs. Now with beef, the best kind, this is because it's just what I've got mixed in. This'll do, it'll be nice. But I like to just like put sort of maybe rosemary and thyme in. Sort of chives, parsley, that sort of thing. Whereas the more Italian ones like the oregano and basil and things go better in sort of tomato based, I think. There we go. Maybe put some more in. But you can't have too many herbs in these things. Right. Okay. Right, so now I've boiled this water. I'm just going to add the water straight in. So just about up to, not quite up to the level that the meat and veg are up to, just a bit below it. And I'm going to add in the, just beef, any sort of beef gravy, even the cheaper ones are fine. Sprinkle some of that in. Okay. And you'll see it all coming together beautifully. So it got on a very low heat here. Do I need maybe more water and more gravy? Yeah, probably. Although that can be a bit deceptive though. It can look quite thin, but it can thicken up. It does thicken up over time, so. There we are, that's starting now. And then I've got the red wine as well. What's this one I'm using? As far as I know, you can use any kind of red wine you want. This is a Cabernet Sauvignon from California, I think. Yeah, California red wine. California Dreamin'. At the start of winter. Autumn. There we go. I love putting the red wine in it. I just think it takes it to another level, you know. It's really nice. As I say, this can be cooked really simply. Just a basic, I think a basic really, what I think is a basic stew. My mum used to make it a lot when we were kids. And it was just like the meat. It would be like the beef meat with carrots and onions and carrots. And then the gravy sauce. And that was it. And she'd sometimes, if we were lucky, make dumplings for it. But I've just like, you know, added an extra few things in to make it a bit more on the swanky side. Because I actually used to cook it every week almost, but you know, I just cook it occasionally. I'll get these mushrooms chopped up. Yeah, I know some people aren't fans of mushrooms, but I absolutely love them. Love them in casseroles. Of course you can have one without them, with just what I've put in there, but oh, I just love to have the mushrooms in there. Yummy. I won't need to put those in yet though. They don't take an awful lot of cooking, really. Mushrooms are pretty quick. Oh yeah, and we've got this Worcester sauce. Now, is that everything in? There's lots of stuff in this, eh? A couple of wee drops of that. That'll just give it a wee kick. On paprika. If you want a kind of spicy version of this, maybe put a bit of cayenne pepper in as well. Now, do I have a lid for this pan? Because I think I could probably do with one for it to come together and thicken up a bit. Now, what happens with the dumplings, right? I'm going to go and find a lid, see if I've got a lid here. Hold on, somewhere in my, oh, there's this, is that one of the smaller pan? This cupboard's really awkward to get into. It goes way back, can't you find stuff? Where's that pan lid? Can't find it. Maybe, I know this, actually this one fits. Right. I'll give that a bit of a wash. It's been in that cupboard for a while. Because I've not cooked anything fresh for ages. Living off ready meals. Oh, right. Okay. We'll just kind of pop that lid on and we'll leave a little gap at the side for the steam to escape, so it doesn't go too crazy. And I've just actually turned it right down. I want it right down really nice and low. In fact, I'm actually wondering if I should put this on a lower heat, because I think that one might be a bit high. What I don't want to do is make the beef tough, because that just kind of ruins the whole lot, doesn't it? Right, I've got this smaller one on. Is that stay on? Can I stay on? Come on, stay on. There we go. Right, I put it on the smallest top here. So the idea, I don't know people going about slow cooking, so I know it's not a slow cooker, but it'll be a bit slower that way. And that'll probably maybe be better. Right, so I need to I'll need to put the dumplings in, but I don't think I'd do that. When do I put the dumplings in? I'm not sure. I might need to look that back up online. Can't remember how much cooking they take. So yeah, I'll need to go and look that back up. So what I'll probably do is pop a second video on once I find that out, okay? So, see you in a bit.